Alrighty. Hi guys. So this is just a brief instructions video for how to use my Lac Operon Simulator Spreadsheet. If you want to learn more about how the operons work, I have another video for that. This one's just to explain how the simulator works. So you can find the simulator. It's either attached to an announcement or a discussion board post, or you can go to my website, sites.google.com/view/DNA tutor files. It'll lead you to this. This is the home page here. If you go to week 11, and you scroll down to the document downloads and links, here's a link to that. If you click it, it'll download the Operon Simulator spreadsheet. So there it is. It downloaded over there. So I'll open that up here. Okay. So this is the Lac Operon Simulator. When you first open it up, you're going to have to click Enable Editing, of course. And then there's another yellow button that pops up here that says Enable Content. Make sure to click that one. I promise it's not a virus. Make sure to click that one, otherwise my buttons won't work. So click that one, and then it'll all work fine. Okay, so this is the Operon Simulator. The idea here is over here on the left side, you've got a list of the components. On basic mode, there are 3 components. On advanced mode, there are 6. These are the 3 components that you need to, the reason why I have 2 levels is these are the 3 components you need to do your homework. So the basic mode is all you need in order to solve your homework. And then the advanced mode helps cover everything else that's not the homework. So yeah, the basic mode gives you these 3 options. The advanced mode gives you all 6. Next to each option, so across here on the bottom, let's start there. Across the bottom, there's this big blue line with boxes on it. That's the DNA sequence. And then there are each block represents one of the special sequences within the DNA sequence. We've got the 3 genes of the Lac Operon, Lac Z, Lac Y, Lac A over here. There's the operator, that's where the repressor binds. The promoter, that's where RNA polymerase goes. And the enhancer. Now off here, off to the left, that's Lac I. I include it simply so that you don't forget it exists, but it's actually not part of the Lac Operon. It's elsewhere. But as the note down here says, Lac I is the gene that codes for the repressor. So this is the gene that makes the repressor protein. Okay, so anyway, in order to add one of the components into the operon here, you just press the green plus button next to it. So if I want to add RNA polymerase, then I click the green plus button. I've got a green light that tells me it's in there, and sure enough, there it is. It just appeared on the promoter. If I want to add in the repressor, I'll add that one, etc. And you can do it to up to all 6. You don't have to include all 6. You can include however many of them you want. When you're on basic mode, these bottom 3, it doesn't work. So you'd have to use. It's only on advanced mode when those ones work, and then you can add in those pieces as well. If you want to then remove a piece, you can hit the minus button next to it, and it'll remove the piece, and the light turns red again. Once you add in all of the components that you want in the specific combination that you want to test, the idea is to let you pause here and make a prediction. Seeing all the components there, it's a visual helper. Guess what's going to happen. And then you can press go, and go runs the scenario and shows you the end result. So in this case, having lactose and the repressor and RNA polymerase, you result in having the repressor leave, and you make the 3 proteins. Now, RNA polymerase doesn't build proteins, it builds mRNA. But in order to simplify things, I just showed that the 3 proteins are a result. Just don't get confused. We are doing transcription, and then translation happens and we make the 3 proteins. But just don't get confused that, but in order to simplify things, I just made it look like the proteins were the direct result. Just don't get confused there. And beta-galactosidase is the protein made by Lac Z. Lactose permease is the protein made by Lac Y, and transacetylase is the protein made by Lac A. I tried to color code them that way. And then if you want to start back over again, so you can again take out components. If I take out that, then it'll reset back to here, so it runs that scenario. If I want to just start back over, then I can hit the reset button over here on the left, and it will remove all of the components and start you back at 0, and then you can start adding in components again, and then press go. Up here at the top, so with questions 2 and 3 on your homework, they did a scenario where they cut out these 3 genes and replaced it with the GFP gene, but the regulation still behaves the same. So I made a button over here called Lac GFP. If you click the Lac GFP button, then it replaces the 3 genes with the GFP gene. And then if you run the simulator, it makes GFP protein instead of the 3 proteins. So that's just to help you visualize questions 2 and 3 and 4 on your homework. Again, reset. Now notice when you hit reset, it didn't change the operon thing. So if you want to switch it, you have to switch it back to Lac. The last thing here is down here at the bottom. This green button here says label DNA regions. If you click that, then it comes down here and it labels the regions. So it shows you that these 3 pieces are part of the regulatory region. These 3 pieces over here are part of the genetic region. And then all of these pieces here are part of the Lac Operon. And then the space in between the gene, in between 2 genes is called an insulator region. So I marked this as the insulator region. And then Lac I is what's known as a regulatory gene. So this labels them, and then you can click the red hide DNA regions button to make them go away again. And that's it. It's that simple. So let me know if you have any questions. If the Excel version doesn't work for you, I know a couple of people find their computer can't handle the Excel version, or maybe they only have Excel Online, which I don't think this works on Excel Online. Email me, Dallin, DALLIN.STOKES17 @gmail. Email me and I'll send you a link to a Google Sheets version that does exactly the same thing. It's just slower. So thanks for watching. Have fun with the simulator, and we'll talk to you later.